All right, I think we're live. All right.
Right.
Welcome to unedited live footage, raw footage of Nathan Parker, Jake Lindsay. Here to talk about some sports for you this week. We got episode one.
Episode 1.
Week one of the 2022-2023 NFL season. What do you think? Let's just dive right into the week, Jake. What are you thinking? How are you feeling about the week?
There's some teams in there that I expected to win that did win. There's some teams there that I really expected to win and unfortunately did not.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also some teams came up just short, but I was still impressed with them in that regard.
Okay, let me ask a better question. Let's get into specifics. Let's just go through it game by game, honestly, right now.
All right, let's do it.
Let's just start with Thursday's game of week one, Buffalo, LA. What about those Bills, man?
Those Bills,
bro. Is this the honestly? Okay, I know we made bets on this. I know we made like our little Super Bowl bets for the year. You bet on the Bills; they're the highest favorite team to win the Super Bowl. I bet on the Broncos. I actually cashed out. I cashed out that bet because after Monday's game, I'm like, guys, that's not happening.
I genuinely think the Bills will not be stopped once this year. I genuinely
think they're going to
have a chance of going undefeated this year.
You think I don't think they'll go undefeated. They'll have a couple of slip ups. Like when they're on, but sometimes they're not. And when they're not, they just fall apart. Like that happened a couple times last year. I don't know.
I'm just pulling up his stats here.
All right.
So 26 of 31 for 297, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Now the 2 picks were not his fault.
Yeah, well, LA is also an insanely good defensive team.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you'd expect any quarterback to get picked off at least once or twice by LA. You know what I mean?
Those Rams, the Rams defense is just so good that they can just force those turnovers.
Yeah, you can't discredit the defense at all. They're still so strong. And I don't know. It'll be
Stafford on the other hand though. He had
a bad game though. He had
a rough go there.
What was his passer rating?
He was a 63. 63.1.
That's bad. What was his lowest last year?
29 of 41 for 240, 1 pick and 1 touchdown and 3 picks.
Okay, real quick, look up are you able to look up his stat lines from last year? If you go to Pro Football Reference, what was his lowest passer rating last year? Because I just want to see, we can just kind of compare and see if he had any game this bad last year at all with the Rams. Like this could have been his. I don't remember him having a terrible game like this ever with this team.
Let's see from 2021. Let's go to this year.
Anyways, I just
overall
looking that up.
I don't know if I can get to every game, but I mean I probably can. But
well, if you look at his overall
rating, his overall rating was 102.9 last year.
Well, he could have had 110 passer rating games and have won 75, but whatever. Anyways, I don't know if he's ever had a worse game though. That's my point. I don't know if he's ever had a worse performance with this team.
The way I think it's one game.
It is one game.
Week one.
Honestly,
everybody was out of sync. There was a lot of drama in LA this year.
I still think these two are going to play each other in the Super Bowl this year. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it now. I no matter what happens in the offs or during the regular season, I don't see either of these teams losing come playoff time. And they'll both make the playoffs. But I don't see either of these teams losing come playoff time.
No, I
don't.
One person who I'm kind of on and off about right now though is Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
But he got personally exposed.
Yeah.
Game. What happened? Do you think that's just a fluke or do you think that's?
Well, I don't know. Okay, so I didn't really start following football till a year or two ago, right? So I didn't know a whole lot about the players and stuff. So I didn't really know Jalen Ramsey that well until last year. I started hearing his name a lot, around playoff time.
Yeah.
I'd heard his name, but I didn't really know. I didn't really know what he did or anything. I didn't know his position, but and every time I've seen him play, he hasn't really done well. I personally, I'm kind of new to watching every game this year. Like this season was like my first year, or last season, I guess, was like my first year, like really watching every game and like truly paying attention to it. And like every time I watched, like I never saw him make a good play. Like I never saw him like do something like I've never seen him like. I know you have. You've been. How long has he been in the league? I don't even know.
Since 2016, 17.
He's been around a while, so I think he could be on a slight little decline. Again, I have no idea, but
I think
again, it's been a couple games, but it's every game I've seen, he's never played well. I've never seen him play well ever.
Yeah, I guess.
Like for me though, that's just me. But I'm kind of new. I'm kind of a new fan, but
I think the problem though also is that he doesn't get thrown to a lot. Like people aren't like
they've got a lot of weapons. Yeah.
But like you'll get these big time receivers. Like
you think he knows he's declining, and he's just purposely covering these bums.
I don't know
so
if
that he doesn't get cooked as often.
I don't know if he's purposely declining it. I mean, obviously guys obviously want to make it like easier, but nobody's, not even Jalen Ramsey's going to back down from anybody.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Right. And
anyways, I
think he has all the means to be the best cornerback, but I think he might have just had a fluke game.
Yeah, could be a few bad games. Let's move on to is there anything else you want to talk about? And nothing else really stood out for me in the Buffalo LA game, to be honest. It was a crazy game by Buffalo.
Buffalo was firing on all cylinders. It was
incredible
performance.
Let's move through to the next games. Browns beat Baker.
Wow.
We did it. I am a Cleveland Browns fan. And it felt good to see him lose. You know, like he was talking all that hype like a few weeks ago, saying he's gonna beat the out of us.
Yep.
Right. And he didn't. Well, he had a pretty good game, but wasn't a great game, but it wasn't a bad game either. But
he had a really rocky first half. A really rocky first half. He stepped it up though in the second half.
He did, yeah. It was, what was really fun to watch for me was Myles Garrett sacking Baker Mayfield. That was really fun for me to watch.
And that was just a day or two after all that stuff came out about him leaving him on red and stuff.
I didn't even hear about that. What happened?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah,
Who left who on red?
I guess Baker sent Myles a text when he got traded to Carolina.
Yeah.
And Myles left him on red. He said, I don't have I think he said, don't quote me on it, but he said I don't have a response for him, so I didn't reply.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Interesting. Yeah. Anyways, Cade York is a unit, an absolute unit.
I was impressed with that. I was impressed with that kick.
Yeah, he's a unit. I'm happy to have him on our special teams. And I'm a happy fan. We're 1-0. We're undefeated. We're moving as strong. Hey, I didn't think we were winning until week 2. We play the Jets this week. I didn't think we were going to win until we played the Jets. But all right, Colts and Texans in a tie. First tie of the year in week 1.
I can't believe that. First of all, I
can't believe I can't believe the Texans kept in it. Like they were leading at some points, right?
I cannot believe that Indy had that bad of a game. Like
Matt Ryan's new, right? They got Matt Ryan in his first game.
They came out in the second half and they were playing a lot better. They were using Taylor a lot more. I found like he was
I think I'm sure they just wanted to see what Matt Ryan could do in that first half, and they weren't giving it to Jonathan Taylor as much.
Yeah.
So for that reason, it didn't click right away. But then you bring JT in and he's a game changer,
No, I think also the Houston, they were up 20-3.
Yeah, like they had a good lead on them. Like they were kind of putting the bricks to them.
Like no, they were killing it.
Yeah, they were.
They were killing it.
They were. Anyways, I'm a little disappointed in the Colts.
Did you?
I thought the Colts would be really good this year, but hey, it's one game. You never know.
They cut Blankenship. Hey,
who's that?
The Colts kicker. The Colts released him. Yeah, they released him after the game.
They did?
He missed a bunch of kicks in overtime.
Really? They released him,
They had so many chances to close out that game, and
he got rid of them.
Goals.
Wow.
So
that's too bad. But you miss a bunch of kicks like that in a pro game. You're not gonna be pro for very long. Bears win at home against the 49ers. Good win for the Bears.
What a mess of a game.
Literally a mess of a game.
Terrible weather conditions, but
literally like sludge coming out of the grass. It was gross.
I can't say that I've seen Trey Lance play yet because
you can't play in that kind of weather. That's ridiculous.
You can't play in that weather. You can't throw.
And I don't even know. It's just I don't even know how the Bears were like. They looked comfortable. They almost looked comfortable in that kind of weather.
Yeah.
But it's Windy City. They're not going to play in good weather like they do in San Francisco as often. But
exactly.
Either way, not much. I don't have much to talk about for this game. I didn't really watch too much of it.
Yeah, I didn't catch.
I had Red Zone on, so
Fields looked good running the ball.
Yeah. Not bad. Miami looks good. Miami beat New England this week. Is Bill Belichick
really good?
Is Bill Belichick out of touch, or was it or what am I trying to say?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I don't know what I'm trying to say either. Is he out of touch? We'll leave it at that.
Is he out of touch, or
did Tom Brady make his entire offense?
No.
For 20 years.
You got to remember he's a big time defensive coach, right?
Yeah, exactly. So when he had Tom, he didn't have to run that offense.
Exactly.
So they just need someone. Mac Jones cannot run that offense either. He needs way more time, and he's not going to get it. And he's not I don't know. Yeah, the Dolphins did look good though.
They were swarming him the whole game. The defense looked really, really good. The offense, they looked good. Tua looked. I'm not going to say he looked amazing, but he looked pretty.
Tyreek looked really good out there with Jalen Waddle. Those two are going to be a scary duo.
They're going to be a threat.
And you know what? Tua's doing just fine. Tua's doing what he has to do. He doesn't have to be an incredible, doesn't have to do anything because he's got two incredible weapons. And that's all. That's all I really know about that team, to be honest.
Yeah.
They've got two really good receivers. That's all I know.
They've got two really good receivers. Their defensive backcourt is incredible.
Yeah.
And they were sending pressure almost every single play, and Mac Jones just couldn't pick it up. The line couldn't pick it up.
Yeah. No, I agree. He's I don't know what they're going to do with him. They need someone who can control their offense. They need someone to run the offense, basically. And Mac Jones just can't do that, I don't think.
I don't think he's that guy. I don't think he's that guy.
No. All right. Steelers Bengals in a absolute hell game.
This has to feel really good for both of us because we know that the Bengals, the Steelers got away with a game there. The Bengals.
Dude, I hate the Steelers. The Bengals had a lot of chances too. That's the thing. They had so many chances.
The Steelers defense played out of their minds.
The Steelers defense looked like the number one defense in the league, right next to the Chargers. Way better than Chargers defense.
Way better than the Chargers.
Chargers defense.
Rams
are the
defense.
Top two in the league.
They were looking like TJ Watt was looking even better than what Aaron Donald was.
Yeah, but I guess he's only out for 6 weeks, so he's not out for very long. But he had his core.
He's not out for the whole season. That's a huge sigh of relief. If I'm
he stepped off the sideline right near the end of the game. Said, "I think I tore my left pec." Yeah. And then everyone thought that was it for him for the year. But he's only 6 weeks, so
I don't think I think Burrow's fine. I think
he just had a game. Yeah, he had a game. He had he doesn't have an offensive line still. That's what he doesn't have.
Yeah.
And
he needs one against TJ Watt. He needs
you need one against that kind of defense, exactly, or else he's gonna get eaten alive.
Yeah.
Like he did. And it's not going to be like that with every team. Most teams that the Bengals play, he'll be just fine. He'll have a decent O-line, and he'll be able to work his way out of pocket, out of sacks and stuff like that. He'll find his way. He'll be just fine, I think.
Yeah, I think
the Bengals will still be good. I don't know. I see them and the Ravens being really close to winning one of the two is going to win the division. It'll be really close between them. Yeah, I know. For you. Yeah. We'll get to the Ravens in a second, but the Falcons blow another late game lead there, eh? It's almost like a curse.
They look so good.
A truly cursed franchise.
They look so good in that first half. I was impressed with Mariota. this week. I think he's not gonna obviously he's not gonna be putting up 400 or 500 yards a game, but he's gonna do exactly what he needs to do to put them in a position to be better.
You know who I'm disappointed in? Alvin Kamara. He got me like 4 fantasy points this week, or no, he got me like 7. I think he got me like 7.5 fantasy points, and so I'm a little disappointed in
I have
Kamara's lack of performance. But I can see how he'd feel a little out of it. Not after being sent to prison, but anyways.
I have Drake London in a touchdown only league, and he didn't put up anything for me. A lot of yards for him.
Yeah.
Maybe not a lot of
yards.
That's
all right.
He still had a good game.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Saints. Yeah, they're just fine there. Lions, Eagles.
What a game! What a game!
I didn't really watch a lot of it, to be honest with you. I didn't see a whole lot of it.
When I was saying earlier, like at the beginning of our show, that a team that lost, but I was still super impressed with. That's exactly what I was talking about. Was the Lions.
Yeah.
Even though they lost 34-31 that game, but they
were Lions.
They were in it. Yeah, classic Lions. They were in it from start to finish. They'd go down 14 and they'd fight right back. They'd go right back.
They have heart. They all have heart. I love this team. I want them to do well. I want they're the perfect underdog team.
You know what, man? I've kind of made a couple wild predictions about them. Going above 500, all that stuff, winning the division, etc.
I don't know. If they do, I don't think they'll go above 600. I think it'll be an under 600 team.
I don't know if they'll hit above 500 because I don't know if they can win games. They can be competitive in games, but I don't know if they can win.
I see it. Yeah, I see them winning like 8 games most. Really, to be honest, I see them winning games, but I see them winning like 8 most. The Eagles looked good.
The Eagles did their running game.
Yeah.
With Hurts and all those running backs behind him, it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. They're going to be really good. I think
they've got too. AJ Brown and Smith on the outside.
Yeah.
They're going to be good this year. I think.
I think so.
I think they're going to win the East.
Yeah, I think they will for sure. Commanders and Jaguars. Carson Wentz won a game. Trevor Lawrence. Did you see the video of him where he was like trying to motivate the team before they went on the field? He was like, all right, guys, we got this. We got the flair. Like, dude, you got to give us some more heart than that. That's so dumb.
Carson Wentz you
look like a loser.
Carson Wentz was playing like classic Carson Wentz. He is a very, very, very reckless quarterback.
Yep.
But he can give you results. It's just going to be sloppy. And sometimes the mistakes can't cover the successes.
Yeah, and honestly, playing a team against Jacksonville, he better win a game against a team like Jacksonville. Yeah.
And he's got 3 solid receivers to back with Dotson, Samuel.
He really does. Like the Washington's not a bad team. Like they're a good team that everyone kind of overlooks, but I just don't know how well they'll go under within this franchise.
Well, they're 1-0 and
yeah, we'll see.
I guess we'll see.
Ravens, Jets.
My Ravens.
They won.
We
did not expect anything less. What was it, like 24-3 or something?
Lamar did his yearly week 1 50+ yard touchdown. He does it every single year in week 1.
Yep. Classic.
Evan Duvernay.
Moving on to sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh,
sorry. I just don't care about this game. I just don't care about this game. That's all.
I let you talk about
I literally did not. It was the most
about the Browns. I let you talk
they
about
beat Baker though. The Browns beat Baker.
Yeah, my Ravens.
That's a huge deal. Yeah, they win. Yeah, they won. They beat the Jets. I'm not gonna rave when the Browns beat the Jets next week. When the Browns beat the Jets the Browns beat the Jets next week, I will just move along like I am the Ravens right now. I will just say they won. They played good. I didn't expect anything less, and that's it.
All I was gonna say is that Devin Duvernay was good.
Yeah, the Ravens got to win, tacking on to their 12-win game season. Win game, whatever. Chiefs are still the Chiefs. The Chiefs beat the Cardinals.
They
44 points on the Cardinals.
You know what? Buffalo is still probably number 1 in my mind, but the Chiefs are that far behind them.
Yeah, they are still that team.
Mahomes
is the dude, and he forever will be the dude. Him and Josh Allen are going to go head to head for the rest of the decade, and there's nothing that any of us can do about it.
I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in every single AFC Championship game for the next 10 years.
Every NFC North team will get eliminated by one of those teams for the next decade, and I've accepted it, and I hope you've accepted it too, Jake.
I have too. I don't think
with our Browns and Ravens being in the same conferences, that we're not going to win until at least 2035. no one other than those two teams is coming out of the AFC until maybe the Bengals again, but I still Patrick Mahomes is the dude, and so is Josh Allen. That's all I need to say.
He is
the dude. The Giants shocked the Titans this week with a big win. I was rooting so hard for the Giants. I didn't pay attention to the game. I kind of had it on in the background, and I was just I think I was playing 2K while it was on. I was looking back and forth. I had Red Zone on my laptop. I was playing 2K on the TV, and I was kind of looking back and forth at Red Zone, and then I saw the Giants were winning at that point, I think, or maybe it was close, but there was 3 minutes left in the game, and I was like, what is going on? And then they won.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
Saquon
it was incredible.
Really
yeah,
Saquon carried that
very,
offense
very, very well. Yeah, he did.
He carried
it. It was a good win. Honestly, I don't like the Titans. I like Derrick Henry, but I don't like the Titans.
The Giants looked awesome against Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
they were like,
I think this young team finally they found a way to actually play good. They were all so young. They didn't really have what it took.
He was laying into Daniel Jones mid-game.
That's true.
I don't think Daniel Jones was playing very good, but everybody else was.
You give that team a good quarterback, you give that team a Baker Mayfield, they're gonna win games. They're winning games.
They'd win more games, yes.
Yeah, they're winning games. They're gonna win. They'd be a 500 team if you give a Baker Mayfield to that Giants team. 100%. They got so much talent. They're just young, and they need a good leader. They need someone good to throw to them all. They need someone good to run that offense.
Everybody in the East is 1-0 now, except for the Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah. The Giants, the Eagles, and the Commanders, they all won.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
That's even better.
That's awesome. All right. What's next? Aaron Rodgers.
We got 10 minutes left.
Disappointing season. 10 minutes left. That's fine. We'll get through this. It's disappointing season opener. Again, second year in a row. But I mean, this literally happened. I don't know. The only thing I can say about this game is that this is literally what happened last year, and then he won the MVP back to back. So it doesn't matter. It's 1 week. It's one game.
At least last year he had Adams to throw the ball to. Now,
yeah, he does. I don't think they'll play. They're not going to be as good. I see them winning maybe 9-10 games, to be totally honest with you. And
I think the Vikings are going to take that division.
I think they will. I think they lost to a really good team this week too. The Vikings are going to be good. We got to give credit where credit is due. The Vikings look good. Yeah. I think they're going to win the division. I think they'll I think they're going to be a very good team.
I think Justin Jefferson has a good chance to win Offensive Player of the Year this year. I think he's going to get at least 12 catches.
He's incredible. He's incredible.
So good. He's so
very good at football.
And he's always open.
Yeah, he always finds a way. Yeah. He always does find a way to just be open. You're right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's incredible. Every deep ball I always find it's right back into Jefferson's hands.
Yeah. No, exactly. Anyways, moving on from that now. Chargers, Raiders. I didn't watch a lot of this game, to be honest.
So my dad is a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
So he watched the whole game, and I was watching some of it with him. The Chargers didn't really impress me. They won the game, but Derek Carr.
I heard their defense looks good.
Derek Carr had 3 or 4 turnovers. Yeah, but he was only throwing to Adams. That was the problem.
Oh,
and
was he?
He does this week 1 every single year. He always picks one target and just throws to them constantly.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to pick up on it.
Yeah. So I don't know. The Chargers, they won the game, but they really did not impress me in this game. Herbert was playing pretty good, but when Derek Carr was actually thinking, they could not be stopped. They were moving right down the field.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
that's what I don't know. The Chargers won, but didn't impress me.
fair enough. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to it, so I don't really know what to say about that. But
fair enough.
Fair enough. Now to the Sunday night game, Bucks and Cowboys. What do we think about the Cowboys being the worst best franchise in the league?
Let's just say Jerry Jones has yet another year of failure. Dak Prescott is going to be out until probably.
Jerry Jones, sorry, is that their head coach?
No, Jerry Jones is the owner.
Mike McCarthy's the head coach.
Yeah, McCarthy's the head coach.
Right.
Cooper Rush is starting for them next week. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. It's Cooper Rush.
I'm happy to see it. Tom looked good. Tom looked
pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. The Bucs, they look solid. They look solid.
Yeah.
But I mean, we expect it.
Yeah, they're not I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. They're definitely a playoff team, obviously. They're always going to be a playoff team until Tom retires. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how they do.
This is last year though. I bet you.
I think this has been a weird offseason for him. I think he wanted to retire and then kind of realized that football was his entire life, and then kind of had to get back into it a month and a half later. And I think now has been a weird off season for him because he was supposed to have all this time with his family and now he doesn't. So I don't know. I think it'll be a weird season for him, but I think this will be his last one. I think it should be, at least. Anyways, Gino said the Seahawks crowd.
This was my favorite game of the week.
Honestly, this game made me the happiest. Shout out Carson. Yeah, Geno Smith got it done.
A Geno jersey for you, Carson. I'm buying it on Friday.
Jake's buying a Geno Smith jersey. That is awesome. You gotta show it off in the next episode. You gotta wear it whenever you get it. You gotta wear it whenever you get it. Show off the Geno Smith swag. I was really happy to watch. I think the fans just got in Russ's head. To be totally honest, like you don't know what to expect, and then go out and get that kind of reaction. Like you probably didn't expect that reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you probably expected boos, but they were booing for like 140 minutes straight.
Yeah.
They did not stop the whole time.
And on the other side of the ball there, Geno Smith was
playing a game.
Almost every
he was playing a game of football.
I think he started on and again, don't quote me on this. I think he was like 16 of 16 at one point in time in the game.
Was he? Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he
played like a madman. It was incredible. It was awesome. Because, he honestly didn't play bad last year, though. It's the thing is a lot of people automatically wrote him off because, and that goes along with what he said in his post-game interview. They wrote me off. And what did he say? They wrote me off. I didn't write back or something like that. I didn't write back. Yeah. What a good line.
Hey, man,
good for him.
If he ends up playing like this all year long, the AFC West is still going to be probably the best division in football.
No. Oh, well, the AFC West, yeah.
Yeah, well, it depends on the Niners play, but I mean, that could be the best division in football there.
The NFC?
The NFC West, yeah.
You think? No, I think the AFC West.
It's between that or the AFC West.
Because here's the thing is, though, like every AFC West team could make the playoffs.
That's true.
I don't see the Seahawks making the playoffs.
But I'm saying if Geno plays like this all year.
Even if he does, I still don't see him. I don't see them making the playoffs.
Fair enough.
Like the last couple of years with Russ, even when they did make the playoffs, they played like garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're a great team right now. Like just because of who their quarterback is.
And losing Adams too. Adams too is that's a huge blow for them.
Yeah. Anyways, very good for Geno. I think Russ will be fine. I did cash out on my Broncos winning the Super Bowl bet because of all the preseason hype. I fell for the preseason hype. Unreal. And I cashed out on that, so I was out like $6, but that's fine.
Oh,
It's not
wow.
a big deal.
Oh, wow.
They weren't winning, so I'd rather get some money back than they're not. Here's the thing: they're not going to be a bad team, but I don't see them making the Super Bowl. Maybe they'll be a 5 to 7 seed team, but that's their ceiling, I think.
Yeah.
They're not
All right.
winning the division. The Chiefs are winning that division.
The Chiefs are going to win that division, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. The Derek Carr Devontae Adams matchup or pairing, that's
Mhm.
great. The
Yep.
Chargers with Justin Herbert, that's great. The
Yep.
Broncos, we just saw them collapse on Monday night. The Chiefs,
Patrick
look,
Mahomes
second
is the
best team in
dude.
football. He is that dude.
Patrick Mahomes is the dude, and he
it
will be
really
for the next
Patrick
decade.
Mahomes,
Him and Josh Allen,
they look
the
like
man
they're
with
playing.
big hands and the man that looks good in shorts.
They look like they're
Yeah.
playing a game out there. It's incredible.
They're on a different level. It's awesome. This is the next like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers for us, I think.
Oh, I think so.
Like the two best. They might not always go head to head against each other, but they're going to be the top two.
100%.
Two best quarterbacks in the world. All right, last minute. Let's just preview this week's game. So just the Thursday night game for now. Chargers Chiefs. I think it's going to be a really fun game to watch. I'm super excited for it.
I think this is going to go one of two ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be a tight shootout.
Mm-hmm.
And Casey comes on and Patrick Mahomes does his thing in the last 2 minutes and they win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Or Casey's going to blow them out. I don't think the Chargers are going to win this game. I don't think they have a chance to win this game.
I think Justin Herbert is just a little too young. Patrick Mahomes has some more experience on him, and Patrick Mahomes, like we just said, is that dude. So I think they will beat the Chargers week 2 on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Couldn't agree more.
Pleasure doing a cast with you tonight, Jake. We'll do another one Saturday.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Thank you.